Alright. I'm ready to go, though. I had a big lunch. I snuck in to a work lunch, essentially, because I had no business being there. But it was their Christmas lunch, and it was like, can he come? And they were like, sure. So I went, and it was fine. Lunch was fine, but like, definitely felt like an outsider. That's for sure. Cause I'm just casual. I'm just casual in training, but these people have been working like on the same floor for years, and I'm just this guy. It's like, I shouldn't be here, but okay, I guess I'm here. So I felt pretty out of my element, but I got a lunch, and then the rest of the day was pretty much just nothing. So I got a free afternoon. That's all. Anyway, here we are. Everything is set up to go, I think. Let me just double check what's going on with Suika skills. 30% accuracy. So you got that, which makes you ship-sized for 3 turns. For 1 turn, useful 3 times. All weapons are stronger. Gourd. And you don't have any new moves, do you, Suika? No, you don't. So I'm fine with density. Yeah, everything seems pretty fine. I put Suika with Aku because but Sho, I don't know. Sho's good on her own. It should be fine. I think everything is fine here. Why am I saving? Just in case. Alright. Ball in. Live lounge. Sakuya, bring me some sugar. Right away, mistress. Does anyone else need anything? I'll have another cup, thanks. Me too. I'd like some tea snacks myself, some nice Western style ones. What's wrong? If you don't have any, then I wouldn't mind waiting while you make them. Could you please not subject Sakuya to your whims? You're already forcing your way into our group as it is. If you need something done, you could just ask one of your rabbits. How petty. I wouldn't have said anything to you ordering my Inabas around. Maybe we should take some home with us if you're offering. Having more hands isn't necessarily better. Oh, looks like this is where everyone was. Seems that way. Guess they'd never forget to stop for tea time, even at a time like this. Good work, girls, patrolling the ship. Yep, they're having a meeting in the bridge, though, so shouldn't you be there? Meetings bore me. Let's just leave that to the people who care to take charge. They can handle the tedious stuff, leaving the good parts for me. As long as there are enough people, taking shifts to rest is important. Don't relax too much, though. These Underworld yokai aren't pushovers. Especially the Oni. You can never be ready enough for one of those girls. Oni, I suppose I didn't hear mention that they live down here. I'm sure you could tell from seeing Suika in battle, but even among yokai, Oni are considered one of the strongest races. Before they left the surface, humans feared them as the strongest kidnappers. If they're so strong, then why aren't they rampaging on the surface? They had some friction in their dealings with the humans and finally exhausted their goodwill. That's when they abandoned life on the surface and sought out somewhere else to live. And they ended up in the Underworld and built a brand new society. Oh, so they found a room to keep all to themselves. But if that's the case, then can't the Oni just head outside without a problem? They moved here themselves after all, and Suika lives on the surface like normal. Correct, unlike the other yokai, they aren't sealed in the Underworld. They may be strong, but they wouldn't endanger the entire village. So they prefer to live in the Underworld along with the sealed yokai then. Then where in the depths of the earth could they possibly be? You can be as curious as you want, but you better not be actually thinking about looking for them. Yeah, especially since all the yokai down here want to chase us out. Let's treat this like hide and seek and move very carefully. Oni are pretty independent. I'm getting to know yokai readings. Continue lowering our altitude. Little by little, we've gotten pretty deep. I can't believe the Underworld is this huge. Now I'm worried about how stable the surface foundations are. Hey Suika, will this really take us to the Palace of the Earth Spirits? Your directions are pretty vague. All you've been doing is saying this way or that way. It'll be fine. I know this place like the back of my hand. Just keep going straight ahead and we should see a huge bridge. A bridge? What's a bridge doing so far underground? It's something like a checkpoint leading to where most of the yokai live. A yokai known as a Hashihime serves as guard there. Yep, her power is a real pain. But I guess her personality's even worse. Hearing you talk about the underworld like this is a novel experience, Suika. Even when you are sitting with a drink together, you never talk about your past. Huh? I don't? Hey, it's not like we hear much about what you were up to before you came to Gensokyo either. So we both don't talk about our old homes. Doesn't that just show how much both of you treasure your current lifestyles? Enjoying yourself is all well and good, but could you please spare us those uproars at the Moria Shrine? Yeah, Suika makes the news just by hanging out on Yokai Mountain. Oh, that's right, the mountain yokai have a hard time dealing with the Oni. That's because they used to rule the mountain before the Tengu inherited the job. Seeing your old boss show up must make things pretty awkward. It's not like I'm planning to come back to the mountain or anything. They really shouldn't worry so much about it. Speaking of coming back, why did you return to the surface? Huh? What do you mean? Good question, actually. It's not like you were having a hard time down here, right? Well, yeah, duh. I used to party with all my Oni buddies. But I missed the sake on the surface. The stuff they make down here just isn't all that good. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I guess it's your kind of reason. Ha ha ha, were you expecting something respectable? Once they've been lured in by the smell of sake, both humans and yokai like to get noisy. That's what makes me feel most at home. It's good enough for me. Well, I think can understand. Maybe it's good enough for you, but whenever you're around, all these other yokai show up and it's a real pain. Hey, it's not like I'm always gathering them. Sorry to cut off the conversation, but it looks like we need to be more watchful. I can see a light in the distance, so we should be coming up on that bridge any minute now. What am I doing out here in this cold? Why do I even need a guard anyways? Nobody ever comes here. I bet everyone else is lying down in front of a fireplace with a warm drink right about now. Then again, if I were there too, I'd just be jealous of everyone else hogging all the fun. Yo, Parsi. Ah, Yugi. Just quiet as always here. You're bored, right? I'm fine, I'm used to being alone. So why are you here? Actually, don't even bother answering. I already know you just have nothing better to do. Ha ha ha, you got that right. I was drinking in the neighborhood, so I stopped by to see your face. Got my hands on some of the good stuff. Want me to pour you some? Ooh, look at me. I get to come and go whenever I feel like it. La-dee-da. Actually, I heard something strange in the bar just now. Something about how the groundwater around here is warming up. You know anything about that? What? Not really. Why? I overheard something about hot water coming up from the well. It's just a guess, but maybe they messed up regulating the temperature down in the ruins of Blazing Hell. It's certainly happened before. But lately that hasn't been making many mistakes, so maybe it is strange. I'm not sure, but as long as we can mix hot shochu out of it, we Oni are going to be pretty happy. Come on, can't you even go 2 sentences without bringing up alcohol? Well, whatever, you're here to drink, right? I'll join you, but only for 1 glass. That's what I like to hear. I brought some snacks to go with it, too. What was that? Felt like the entire stratosphere shook. Atmosphere, stratosphere. I'm picking up some auras I've never sensed before. Now I'm kind of curious. Let's go check it out. A bridge to the surface. Now, I've seen a lot of imagery with this bridge put water under it, which makes sense. A bottomless ravine like that, kind of funny. The cave opened up again. Wait, look at that, everyone. See, there's some water. The lights of a city, huh? It's where the underground yokai live. So, like, in this map, the city is under the bridge. Yep, that's the old capital where the Oni live. Right up ahead is that bridge I was telling you about. It doesn't look like the guard yokai's here, so let's just slip in while we can, and... Hold on, I'm getting massive yokai energy readings. Whoa, what's that? A flying boat. Was this thing making all that racket? A couple of yokai showed up. Would those be the bridge guards? It looks that way. The slender one must be the infamous Hashihime. Then the heavy-set one would be... Wait a minute, I know that face! Are you familiar with her, Aya? Familiar nothing! You watch your attitude around her too, Sanai. That's one of the Fort Davis of the mountain, the Oni Yugi Hoshiguma. What? The same group Suika's part of? Oh, it really is a Yugi. And that's Parsi Mizuhashi with her. Sounds like someone on that boat knows me. That drunken voice, is that... Hey, Yugi, how you been? It is Suika. Long time no see. Suika, you say. You did always get along with her. Well, until she wandered out of the Underworld a little while ago. So what brings you here today? Don't tell me that stupid huge ship of yours is a souvenir. Nah, that's not it. We're just looking into something. It's a long story, but there's a dangerous incident occurring on the surface right now. If we don't do something about it, it will affect all of Gedsokyo, not just the human village where we live. A human? You mean it's not just an Oni on that ship? Yes, we're aware of the non-interference pact, but this is a state of emergency. If you let us investigate, we won't cause any trouble. You can't tell us that and just expect us to go, oh, okay then. We'll tell all the yokai in the old capital and kick you all back to the surface where you belong. Interesting, very interesting. So Suika brought humans from the surface with her. In that case, it'd be a huge waste to just send them back. What? What do you mean a huge waste? Hey, surface people, want to settle this with a quick throwdown? What? Yugi, how can you make a commitment like that? This won't even be a fight anyway. No matter how many there are, you'll just blow them away. Have a little faith. They are our first guest in a long while, and on top of that, they're friends with Suika. Is that cool or what? Drinking and fighting are the flowers of the Underworld. Come on, my fist is itching for this. Ah, there she goes again. Goodness gracious, she's gotten herself quite heated. Once Yugi gets pumped up, there's no reasoning with her until she's run her course. If we're gonna talk, it'll have to be through our fists. Only one way this is going. Good grief, I should have seen this coming. Alright, hold on. Look, water. City. Bridge. Dude, there's barely any enemies on this map, but there's just like concentrated bullshit. Formation and go. Works for me. Deploy. Great, and Oni of all things. This trip is just one disaster after another. Complaining won't get you anywhere, just deal with it. Actually, communicating through a fight makes this simpler for us. If we win, you'll let us through and tell us everything you know. It's incredibly straightforward. Already planning for after you win? Well, if you've got the strength to back it up, then I don't mind. And that's a promise on the honor of an Oni. For crying out loud, you Oni just won't let something go once you commit to it. You surface folks just march right in without a second thought to your position here. Are you brave or stupid? Your strength will show which. Defeat Yugi and Parsi on the same turn. Okay, so now it's not spell card activation, it's kill. However, Yugi has 2 spell cards and Parsi has 1. So I have to kind of... And also, Parsi has a bomb, so... She's got Oni horns. Oni, prevail, break power limit, and P hit, of course. An iron fist. Gotcha. Damn, she hits hard. And Parsi. Instinct. Shotgunning, predict, support attack. P defeat. So they have P defeat already built in. It's got a lot of accuracy and evasion. Jealousy and jealousy bomber. Cool. Alright. Chakuya. That's healing. That's power up. Scream. Alright. Hold on. I can get a little more out of this. Use my item. Yummy, 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 yummy. Could hold a little bit of power. I'm gonna take the early yell for 130, so I can give Ruma enough power to actually do something. I'm curious how much I could give Flandre, but Flandre can drive, so we're gonna get her a car. Right one, right? Yeah. Cadillac Cruiser. Scream. Rumia just needs 105 power to function as a character. She's got 112. Perfect. Because she only has access to tackle and Moonlit Ray, I believe. But Moonlit Ray can't be used on, like, she has to, that's the only one she had. Well, not the only one, but that one can't be used post-movement. Bollocks! Lily? Send me in. It's kill time. It's kill time. Let me help. The darkness! Will it kill? It will. Barely, but a kill nonetheless. Let's see. We'll move Moko up. Throw talismans at this guy. We can save Sakuya, because I think Vampire Claw with Misdirection should be fine, because this will do about 1900. Okay. And that'll give Sakuya the kill with Remy. I don't particularly mind Moko exploding, because she gets stat increases when she does, which is good. And yeah, we have Misdirection and Vampire Claw, which will be enough. I think I'd like to try and use Sakuya and Remy for as long as I can. Just because I benched them both before at a certain point. So I benched Remy a lot faster, but Sakuya I benched. I did end up benching, but there's a lot of there's a lot of characters left in this game to get. And they're great characters. So like people are gonna get benched. They are gonna get benched. The character real estate it hurts. It does hurt after a while. And there's some characters that I don't want to not bring, right? Certified goo moment. Crush him. A lot of these characters I used prior. Patchouli was a character that I used pretty often. She's been benched. Momiji is a character. Momiji and Aya are also characters that I used for quite a while, but they got benched pretty early. Ellie is a character that I did not use very much. Ellie is a character who was right down there with Kurumi, but Ellie is a damn good character. Alright, we're sending Suika down there to fight with... I'm gonna put her down here with Sho and the boat. And that should be good. And I'm gonna move Alice up here. She could be able to Artful Sacrifice this guy. 89. An early focus won't hurt. Okay. The further in you go, the stronger the characters you get. There are some characters that I have no real desire to use. Not because they're bad units, but it kind of does... For me, it kind of comes down to the character, like the character that I like, the character theme, the animations of the attacks. And you know, it's like, because every character is good. Every character is pretty good to a certain extent, obviously. I like having Reimu and Marissa all the time because they're the main characters, right? Wow, look at the time. You gonna have lunch too? I'm having roasted sweet potatoes, obviously. They're fluffy, yummy, and they're warm your heart as well as your body. You'd like one, you say? Well, I suppose I could part with one. First, I want you to thank me for this year's bountiful harvest, then... What do you mean you don't want it anymore? Come on, take it! Hey, where are you going? But that's why I think, Oh, whoops. That's why I think it'd be fun to try and play the game where... On the loadout screen, you just randomize the units you get, right? So you have to, because if you don't lose anything for losing, you can just retry. But it would encourage you to use more characters, right? So that could be fun. But I want to use characters. New Game Plus is an option as well, but I'm pretty sure New Game Plus isn't really going to adjust the difficulty of the game. It's just going to let you kind of bring everybody, and you just kind of... I don't know. In that kind of situation, you can just bring anybody you want, so you can... It's mostly just to, like, speed up, I suppose, but... The idea of playing, like, hard mode... Playing hard mode and randomizing the characters that I use every time could be pretty fun. Preparation just takes a while, that's all. We can eat that guy. You want to eat that guy? You can eat that guy. All you. I'm not really interested in New Game Plus. Because like I said, New Game Plus is you just get all your characters, all their stats. And I don't know if the game really balances for that. So you just kind of, like... It's not really a game at that point. Oh, shit! That fucker dodged both of them! Wow. Damn, okay. Alright, bro got out of the way. Straight up, bro just got out of the way. Out of the way. Once I finish this game, I'm not gonna play New Game Plus, like, right away. I've been playing this game for 80 fucking hours. You think I'm gonna finish it and then be like, that was great, let's do it again? Like, no. No, I'm not gonna do that. Punch brush. I was kind of hoping for it, but I never thought we'd actually run into Yugi down here. You really do miss the Underworld, Oni, don't you? Well, yeah, they're my buds, of course. There's nothing to do with the investigation. By the way, thanks for not saying anything when I came back to the surface, Yukari. I appreciate it. What do you take me for? When I played the original games, there was a lot more breakup, but I think the difference between now and then is I want to see more of the difference of the game from the complete box, and B, I played on easy mode. I can show you the weak point. I played on easy mode with the express purpose of getting the story because I'm not good at this genre. But this time I'm actively playing the game. I'm not like save scumming. I'm not save scumming. I am playing the game to the capacity that I am supposed to. And the only time I restart is when I want to get dialogue or I'm showcasing like a death animation. Otherwise I don't restart. That hurt. I don't restart for actual gameplay. At some point, because originally I was planning on playing a Fire Emblem game. Like, I think it was a couple weeks. I was just like thinking of playing a Fire Emblem game because I had some interest in that. And then this got announced for October, and it was like, oh, well, okay. Whoops, a dumb went got hit. So I didn't want to start that because there was no way I was gonna finish something like that before this, and I didn't want to burn myself out of the genre. I didn't save scum against Yorihime at all. I played that one completely fair. That didn't kill that bird. I'm gonna punch this time, because the fucking gourd didn't kill. Well, the gourd won't even work that one. Capeful Sequord translated, would you play it? If it's better than the original, maybe. Hey, you're actually pretty good. Capeful had some good ideas, it just had some horrible execution. It wasn't very fun to play because, well, for one, I was actively ignoring support conversations, so I was losing out on stat buffs there. But in general, the game's balance and just map fatigue was ridiculous. It just had some pretty not great design. All right, let's do some work here. We're gonna move you over because that should guarantee a hit. Yep, there we go. Okay. Well, I played Keifu, and yes, Yuka is obviously a strong unit, but the main issue with Yuka is the particular chapter where you fight her and she's a boss like twice on the map. Keifu has some really, really questionable decision making. Alright, Q. Stab this motherfucker. Kill him! Yes. Kill him! I know there's Fire Emblem hacks for Toho. There's one that's based with the puppets, and there's another one that I think just came out recently. So there's a couple of them, and that's kind of why I was interested in playing a regular one first, because I didn't want to get ROM hack difficultied by a fan game when I'm not familiar with the main genre. So I was gonna play probably Sacred Stones, because that's considered one of the most friendly entry points in the series. Oh, you can reach. Yeah, go for it. Nice. So I would do that. I said before, like I'm not good at this genre. I play these games with a lack of confidence and not understanding situations and scenarios. Now that's definitely improved because I'm playing this right now, but yeah, I don't have a lot of confidence in those genres. And there's also, I have a negative bias towards those games, like in a stream setting, because I view them as having relatively obnoxious backseating. Now, my chat's probably not really big enough for that kind of issue to be at the forefront, but I did get it with Keifu, so like there's always someone who wants to play the game through my hands. And it does get a little annoying. Okay, let's see what's going on. Miss T, I'm gonna send you down here because I want you to sing a song to show. One more space down. There we go. Sing a song for show. The worst about it is that it's when the comments aren't talking to me, they're like talking to the chat as if I'm not there. Like, does this guy know what he's doing? Like, is this guy fucking all there in the head? Does this guy understand that he's playing the game wrong? Like, what's this guy do? Is he okay? Like, I'm right fucking here. I'm right the fuck here. Rocky area. The bridge has no benefits. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, gonna hold that one. Rainbow, can you get in there and fire some needles at asshole 1, 2, or 3? Oh, you're a red one. Okay, yeah, you're gonna get hit. Okay. Alright. Rainbow, I'll cause a distraction. Keifu is a game that I was initially excited for. I played it on normal mode for the first 6 chapters, I think. And I realized really quickly that trying to play that game on normal mode was going to result in me dropping the game entirely. Now, obviously, there is the skill part involved with that, but I was on easy mode and that game was a pain in the fucking ass. A bridge over a chasm, is it? What a splendid view. Stopping to smell the flowers is great and all, but watch out, there's a whole city of Oni down there. Well, I doubt they could see us at this height. Oh, they can. Seriously? We've got good eyes, and if they spot a fun-looking gang like us, the whole town might come up to party. She's right. Be sure not to pass above the chasm. So I guess we gotta use the bridge so they don't see us from the old capital. Oh, are you not allowed to go over the chasm? Oh yeah, look at that. The map forbids you from going anywhere but the bridge. That's a cool touch. I don't remember that aspect of this map like at all. Alright, we can finish this guy off with talismans. So, a good example I use is in chapter 6 of Keifu. I've said this before, but in chapter 6 of Keifu, you can recruit Yugi. But in order to recruit Yugi, you need to beat her in a 1v1 with Suika. But the only way to effectively beat Yugi in a 1v1 with Suika is to make sure that Suika has enough speed to double Yugi. However, Suika needs about 5 points of speed within 6 chapters on a growth rate of 15. And this was on easy mode. The red dude will protect, so... the red one protects. You're gonna eat it for him. The red one might move, so let's just clear it some... Let's clear it some riffraff. Okay. Now, obviously, that's a bonus objective, but... Yeah. And I've talked about the chapter where there's 70 fucking enemies that the game wants you to, if you want to recruit the units for that map, you need to have 4 units or less left on the map when it ends. That is a fucking ridiculous requirement. The worst map in that game... The worst map in that game by a significant margin is the one that does not end. Not exaggerating. That's okay. So the mission starts as a protect the NPC, the green units, while they retreat to a certain map tile. So you do that for a couple turns, and then when the last guy gets in, then Chirno shows up, and then you have to beat Chirno. But then Chirno's like, actually, I'm a fairy, and then revives, and then revives, and then revives, and I shit you not, you fight her like 3 or 4 times because she just keeps reviving and coming back. And then you finally beat her, and then fucking Yuka shows up, and Yuka's like, you're gonna fight me now. And then you beat Yuka, and Yuka's like, you're pairing up, that's cheating. And then she pairs up with herself. So, you are already 5 bosses in at this point on the map, and now you're fighting Yuka paired up with Yuka. And it's just like, what are you doing? This map is like... This map is fucking ridiculous. This shit ain't fun. Fuck you. Oh, asshole. P square. P! Woo. Woo's the only one I can hit, so I'm gonna cash in on it. I don't mind... No. Rumia, I don't mind getting hit because it softens me up for status buffs. So, if you get 18, I'll take it. Okay. I don't remember if I took Yuka's item. I don't think I started using the inventory strip glitch until the moon. The moon was really bad. Really fucking bad. Like, the moon just had like 30 plus enemies per map. They all looked the same, but there was about 3 or 4 different types of them, and one of them was like a level 40 unit with like S tier Danmaku that could fuck you up. And these were just kind of like commander units, but they looked identical to everything else. You really had to know which one was which, because you just walk into S tier magic and suddenly you're taking like 30 damage. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. But that was the moon in a nutshell. So I was playing the game pretty like consistently, and then it turned into, oh, it's Thursday. Great, alright, let's play Keifu, I guess. And some weeks I just flat out skipped it, and I played it next week. So that playthrough took forever because I was playing it once a week, and sometimes I took a fucking sick day from playing it. Toa fan games just acknowledge that the moon has to be powerful to an unhealthy capacity. Now that said, the Yorihime fight in this one was fucking my fault. Alright? That one was 100% my fault. I brought that one on myself. Let's see. Power's looking pretty good, all things considered. Anyone need healing? No. Anyone need accuracy or evasion? I guess Rumia would. Sure, why not? It's because she missed her bite last time. I gotta hit the red spirit in the back anyway. Okay. The Orihime fight is challenging, and it requires you to make use of your resources wisely. It's pretty good, and she has a lot of fucking health, and she doesn't have any form of regen, and that's the important distinction. That is the most important thing about that, is that while she is tough, she does not have any form of regeneration. So you obviously are under a time constraint with her spell card timer, but you're not losing the war of attrition. And the spirit system works in favor for fighting that as well. I don't mind the old spirit system, but I found with the old spirit system, I guess you could say the old spirit system gave better merit to the items that replenish spirit, right? Maybe that's a fair thing to say. That dude is still alive, huh? Okay. The old spirit system gave... Yeah, that works. Red Eyes of Madness for follow-up. Yeah, do damage. But I like this spirit system because it's not like... Well, I think it's better, but it's not always better. In chapters that are shorter, the old spirit system's better because you can immediately access what you need. In newer chapters, the spirit system is worse because it takes a while for your spirit to gen up to actually make use of your spirits. But there are more maps where you can take your time, I guess, and let it build up. But there's still merit to SP regenerating items. Like Sanai, for example. Sanai has a lot of spirit, and you can use Miracle, but then you have no more SP. And SP doesn't regen like it does in this game. It was just a finite resource. So you either equipped an item to get more back, or you just burnt it all. So some units would be able to click their SP move like once or twice, and then they wouldn't be able to do anything else. So the problem I had with that is that a character like Moko, for example, she's got Fury and Bullseye, which means she can guarantee a hit and pierce defenses. She also has Valor, which increases the strength of her attack, but she has Drive to give herself 30 power. You can't do all that. You can't. You don't have enough SP to do all that. So that effectively makes Moko do one thing. She can do one thing. But in this situation, I could drive on the first turn, get a huge power boost to start, and by the time I get to the appropriate boss, you know, I have enough SP to do this, and I can ration, I can ration it and make sure that I have what I need. But there's a lot of like just kind of one shot, one kill, and there's still to an extent there's still stuff like that. Like you will put all of your spirits into one big juicy hit, and then your unit will kind of sit on the sideline. But what's nice is that as the turns progress, you can still at least get them to do something. And it's especially important for things like Bullseye, so you can actually hit the target, and you're not just gambling, right? But spirits always kind of offer different abilities in general, right? They're always kind of just that. They've always just kind of been like that. They offer different decisions. But I feel like using things like Drive and Yell, they're meant to be used in tandem with the other ones because they're directly building your power, which you're using to beat the shit out of things. So if you're burning all your SP on power, and then you have no SP to actually hit the target, then it's pointless. It's like Rampardos. So there's benefits. There's benefits, and there's that works. There's benefits and there's drawbacks, but I think overall it is better because even though the previous SP system incentivizes SP items a little more, it doesn't mean that the new system makes them completely invalid, because you still want to be able to use the SP regen items because they give you immediate access to SP and you don't have to stall. And stall tactics are pretty easy to pull off with the regen. So stall tactics are halted because with stall tactics, your restriction... Oh, I can't hit you. Okay. With stall tactics, your restriction is like the spell card timer. All you have to do is get to the spell card and you've effectively won. The boss can't kill every unit you have. As long as you keep the unit that can't die away from the fight, you get past the first non-health bar and you've won the chapter. It's over. But that's boring. So instead, you actively fight them because that's fun, but you have a timer to fight them, which I think is good. I think that's pretty fun design, and it's faithful to how Touhou works as a game, because with how Touhou works as a game, spell cards are not infinite. Sometimes they are in these stories, but that's because it's for the cinema. Having the final spell card of a game like timeout is really wiener. All right. All right, Alice, I'm gonna sing you a song because your ass got hurt. Let me patch you up. I think it'd be cool if there were some more designated enemies to use spirits. But I also think that if every unit in the game had the ability to cast things like Bullseye and Alert, you would be so fucking sick of this game so quickly. Because then it would just be, alright, burn the Alert, or either you burn the Alert or you cast Bullseye, and then they Bullseye. But at the same time, it kind of incentivizes you to take advantage of things like support defend, so you have ways to get around Bullseye. So there's more incentive to invest into multiple support defend abilities. Support attack, not as much. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea to make the player have to either override Alert or like get through it. Because it means you have to throw more bodies. It means you have to throw more bodies at enemies. Which isn't inherently a bad thing, I don't think. Because sometimes, most enemies in later chapters do only really exist as a way to build power for the boss. But making some more enemies that are a little more engaging than just kind of like one-off hits. I guess it depends on the size of the map, the amount of units you're allowed to use. And so on and so forth. Well, at least my dolls are fine. Alyssa. Whammy. Spear the goo. Okay, alright. You're gonna miss that guy. I know you are. I know you're gonna miss that guy because you miss everything. Alright, spear him. You want the games to be fun. You don't want the games to be like pushovers, right? But you also don't want the game to be an absolute fucking slog. There are definitely maps. There are maps in these types of games that are usually pretty bad. Now, I played Fire Emblem Fates. Fire Emblem Fates, the Revelations path. That path has really bad map design. Like, really bad map design. There are some maps. I remember one map, and it's also in the Hoshido route, but I think it's called, like, Windy Valley or something. and it's just a bunch of small little canyons and one-tile bridges, and actually, like, arranging your units on that shit is not that great. Here, we'll fire at you. But maps like that are terrible because there's no real strategic planning. Like, some units can fly over the chasms, but you're not putting your singular flying unit out in the chasm to fight all the other flying units. You're just not doing that. That's dumb. That's not smart. You wouldn't do that. You would never do something like that. Have you never learned how games work? That asshole's gonna block it. So I'm gonna be ready for a fight. Alright, we're on the bridge. I'm no expert on map design, but I think it's fair to say that maps that constrict your units to basically only leaving the map to like 3 units is not that great. Now, granted, maps like that strongly benefit defensive characters because they can plant themselves as the front line, but the problem with that is that you can't get around your defensive unit to actually do anything. So it's just kind of a game of wall, unit, unit. Because in Fire Emblem, your maximum range is effectively 2, right? Like in this game, I can attack from 6 spaces away. Defense units are important because they defend other units. But in Fire Emblem, it's just, here's a big fucking wall. He's going to stand right here, and I want you to attack him. And then the enemy will be like, I'm going to go attack that guy instead. It's like, wait, no, come back. 15 plus crit damage. This is fine. This won't matter. Good archers or mages in that level. It depends. Because I can't tell you what units you get. You could say that a map can be like that if it gives you good units, but I don't really agree. I think it's fine for a map to highlight the strengths of certain units, but if it's at the cost of making no other unit fucking usable, then it's probably pretty bad. You know the map that you get your Pegasus Knight in Fire Emblem 7? I don't remember what map that is. I think it's Florina. Like the map that you get your Pegasus Rider in Fire Emblem 7. It's like, oh, here are Pegasus Riders or Knights. They have very high movement and they're susceptible to arrows. So it's like, okay, so this map has some, like, this map is going to encourage you to move the Pegasus Knight around the map and get used to their movement. However, on the same fucking map, there's a Trebo, whatever the fuck it's called. It starts with a T. I don't remember how it's pronounced. But there's one of those 8-range archers on that fucking map. Why are you dead? Alice, why are you fucking dead? What's going on? You're fine. Trebuche. Yeah, so, whatever. Point is, like, you get Florina or whoever on that map, and it's like, wow, here's what they do. But on the same map, the entire bottom right of the map is controlled by an archer. So, in order to use the Pegasus Knight effectively, you need to go down there and kill that guy. And by the time you go down there and kill that guy, the map is over. What do you use the Pegasus Rider for anymore? Now, in Awakening, and I know you're going to love me talking about Awakening for good design. When you get, in Awakening, when you get Cordelia, not Sumia. Sumia just kind of introduces the parrot mechanic. But in Cordelia's map, there's like Wyvern Riders, right? And the entire bottom half of the map is like a chasm. So at this point, you're dealing with combat. You have Sumia and you have Cordelia, and you're dealing with a combat map with terrain that is only accessible by flying units. So you can learn how that works, right? I am a fan of subtle teaching. Subtle teaching of things like that I think is great. Like, what's another good example? Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country, I think, is a great example of a game that teaches the player the mechanics that they need to understand what's happening in the level. Alright, Goo Boy here is going to defend, but we'll kill him. We'll kill him. I'm going to kill him. Who's going to kill him, though? Lily's going to come over here and heal Alice. Okay, and then Misty's going to come over here and sing her a song. You know, Mistia, I want you to sing a big song. Can you sing me a big song? Excellent. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's see. I can't first... Oh, I can first pyramid. Alright, that bitch is gonna defend. We don't need you doing that. Alright, you can fire the gun, but kick should be fine. I wonder how much of a revenge situation this dude's gonna do. Well, it doesn't matter that much, does it? Let's just let it fly. Well, the support attack will get through and hit the dude too, I believe. So maybe I can actually use Red Eyes instead. Because the kick... Will the first pyramid go through? I actually don't know how this interaction is going to work, so let me see. So we're going to go fire him to start with. I think so. It's not a generally hard game, and the parrot mechanic is very strong. It's very strong, so you need a lot of units you can use. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so yeah, if the assist attack takes out the defender, then the main attack will still go through. That makes sense, but I've never seen that before. Did a fine amount of damage. Confirmed. Allied troops calling in support fire. So, yeah, to go back to Donkey Kong Country, like, Donkey Kong Country is good with its design because it'll introduce what it wants you to do at the start of the level in a relatively hazard-free zone. And then the next section will be a little more hazardous, and it kind of structures itself like that, where you learn what you're supposed to do, and it continuously increases the challenge in a natural way that keeps you utilizing the intended mechanic of the level. Now, Donkey Kong Country 3 is not that great for this, and I think the reason for that is because Donkey Kong Country 3 had a lot more gimmicks. I honestly think that's the only real reason. Donkey Kong Country 3 just had more gimmicks in general. Soul Sculpture? Maybe don't. And some of them weren't very fun. And if a mechanic was bad, then, well, and you know the entire level's gonna be that, then it's like, fuck, this sucks. And that's kind of how that went. This might kill, but if it doesn't, then at least the support attack will. Okay, good. Awakening revived Fire Emblem because the Fire Emblem games that came out between Fire Emblem 9 and Fire Emblem Awakening were Shadow Dragon, the DS remake of Fire Emblem 1 that was not a very good game. It's a very ugly game. And then New Mystery of the Emblem, which was Fire Emblem 3, never even got released in America. Like, from Fire Emblem 7 onward, all of these games were getting translated, right? So, Fire Emblem 7, Sacred Stones, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, I don't remember which one's which. And then Shadow Dragon. And Shadow Dragon, I guess, did not do very well. Not surprising, I'm sure. Oh, you don't have break power limit. Oh, shit. I should get that on you when I can. And so, yeah, New Mystery of the Emblem was Fire Emblem 3, which is Fire Emblem 3 is also a remake of Fire Emblem 1 with an additional continuing story. And then it didn't do, and they didn't bother bringing it overseas. I don't know how well it did in Japan, but yeah, it didn't do very well. So that kind of spelt the end of Fire Emblem. So they had Awakening, and Awakening was pretty much the last attempt. If you're wondering why every Fire Emblem game is more like Awakening than it isn't, it's because Awakening was the formula that made it, showed them that Okay. Awakening was the formula that showed them that people will buy this. This is Fire Emblem Shroop that they love. The Persona deal. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Delicious, delicious romantic teen simulator war crime shloop. I yummy, you yummy, we yummy. Alright, kill mode please. And then Fates happened, and then Shadows of Valentia happened. And then 3 Houses happened, and then Engage happened, and I don't care. But either way, Fire Emblem was saved, and some people will tell you that was a monkey's paw situation. Some people will say that Fire Emblem should have died an honorable death. Some people hate what Fire Emblem became with Awakening. But it's just how everything goes, right? Every series lives long enough to get divisive. I can't believe I missed again. Listen, Fate's localization happened. Fate's Treehouse localization happened, and it spared us from more localization fun in the future. All right, I can barely see the fucking grid on the red bridge. Treehouse localization fucked up Fates to a hilarious degree that it saved future localization. People who worked on Fates now run Nintendo of America. They run Nintendo of America? I thought they were just Treehouse. What? What? My eye hurts. Ugh. Fate's localization removed game mechanics. We can world. Yeah, why not? World and Claw. It removed game mechanics and butchered character writings. One of my favorite localization moments is in the Fire Emblem Cross... whatever the fuck it was. I forget what it was called. It's like the Fire Emblem Persona game. There was a CG where the girl's stomach was visible, and they removed the visible part on her stomach that indicated where her legs start. So they just removed it. So they didn't take her legs, mind you, but they just erased the lines, so she just had a really flat stomach. Her legs just like ceased to be, because I guess that was too spicy. Censored the pelvis. The consistency of localization is a bit weird. Women equals sin. That game was always weird. Because that game, I remember that game ended up on like a fucking like leaked list of planned games. And the amount of advertising for it was not very high. I don't know, it felt worse than Metroid, which is impressive because Metroid feels like a lot of things, and, well, yeah. Remember Fire Emblem had a Musou game? Do you remember that? Fire Emblem's Musou game where you play as these blonde assholes and you like have other characters, and some of the characters had identical movesets to others despite them not really even wielding the same weapons. Let's see. I'm gonna head up there with... Ellie's not really getting a lot of action, is she? That's fine. Goo, don't miss. Fire Emblem has 2 Musou games. Really? I only know the first one. Like, that game, the only thing I really remember about that game is that it was advertised as like, oh, like, fight alongside renowned heroes of Fire Emblem lore. And it's like, whoa, cool. And for, I don't know why people assumed, because you know how it goes. They're like, oh my god, that means I can play with my, like, I can use my favorite character in all of Fire Emblem. Dorcas. Oh shit. Barst? Sign me up. Let's get Barst in the action. It's like, no. You get to play as Marth, and you fucking like it. Okay? You play as Marth and you like it. You get to play as main characters and other popular characters. This is bullshit. Why can't I play as the villager I recruit in Chapter 4? I love that guy. What happened to Dorcas? Nothing. Dorcas is a perfectly fine character with a very respectable lore. I'm just saying that people just assume that any fucking character is just gonna magically be a character that they're allowed to play as. Like, it's not just gonna be Marth. Anyway, you got Wrath. For 1 turn, multiple damage dealt deals 1.2. Does not disable crits, but cannot be used with spirits like Valor. Because you just got that too. You can get crits with that. Okay, cool. They both got Wrath. I didn't put Meddler on again, damn it. Oh, whatever. Game on gamer. Man, the boat is so far behind. I gotta get up here for dialogue, dude. Alright. No counter. And I'm gonna move out of the fucking way. How's that sound? If you hit me, it's fine, but I'm just gonna move. You service yokai and your stupid sunny dispositions. Eek, she's really glaring at us. You're already monopolizing all the stuff we don't have, so what else have you leeches come to take? You think you can just strut around here like you own the place? Oh, I get it. This is the yokai of jealousy I've heard about. She's all dark and gloomy. Reminds me of you, sis. I'm not gloomy. What's with that banter? You 3 get along so well, it makes me so jealous. If you're not gonna run, then my jealousy is gonna tear right through those bonds of yours. Why are you so angry? I really hate people like you. The grass can always be greener. Ow. Oof, not how I called it. Marth, Crom, Sheeta, Kane, Virion, Navarre, Drog, and Tharja. I don't know what game you're talking about. Are you talking about the FE, the SMT one, or are you talking about the Musou one? I think it's probably best we get out of the fucking way, but Yoma will protect me. Alright, finally, a fist fight. Eat, what an intense presence. She already seems strong just from that. Well, yeah, back when we were the 4 Devas, they called her Yugi the Strong. Spells are one thing, but when it comes to brute strength, even I might not be a match for her. What's with that? If I take a direct hit, I'll end up splattered on the wall. Oh, come on, I wouldn't end it that fast. We don't get many guests from the surface. Don't be shy now. Come at me fair and square. Virion's a great character. I think Varian is a pretty good character. I like him. He is kind of a fucking... He's kind of a goofball, sure, but... Like, I think he's a pretty solid character, and I like some of his support conversations. I like his support conversation with Robin, in particular, quite a lot. I think it's a good illustration. Like, some support conversations are better than others, for sure. And I think that's a pretty good one. They added an evil aura so you couldn't see the final boss's boobs, but only in the anime part. So in the game model, you could still see them. You know, I read all that, but like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what to say. I have absolutely no idea how to respond to that. That is just like, those were words. Those were certainly words you just used. I have no idea. What did any of that mean? Who knows? Who really knows? Not I. Attack! You can reach Aku. That's fucked up. No dialogue for Aku, I bet. Okay. Yeah. So I gotta send Suika in. We're still kind of getting in position here, but we want to move Alice a little more. And we'll get Goo nice and ready. Okay. Jealousy Bomber's gonna hurt. Show Ellie, can you support? It's kind of hard to hit her. I can't tackle her. For fucking really. I guess I'll just try to get out of the way since I can't really do much to her. I have to defeat them on the same turn, which means I gotta micromanage health here a little bit. We'll just try and dodge. An ambiguous relationship. Is that love? What's the song? Howling Star. House Star for short. It's an old story. Even that jealous girl turns out positive. I don't get it, but I want a mic now. Bunch of cocky bastards. Uyamashi! Look out! I explode into green. Hi. I don't think we really want to be here. It's fine. No words for the ship, huh? I'm surprised you came for the ship, but okay. How dare you scratch my palate when shit was such a boring... Settle down. Settle down. Okay, can I hit everybody? Let's see. Alright, we're gonna grind some dialogue here. First we're gonna see... You smell like a bridge doll. You smell. Danmaku. They even brought fairies. You seem innocent, but everyone hides a jealous heart. No, I don't! Even when spring is sleeping, it isn't jealous of anything. All it does is rest quietly until the next spring. Huh. I'm not sure how to respond to that. Not me! Nope! You see the jealousy within others and make that your own power. Tell me, do you enjoy the suffering of others? Hey, don't get me wrong, not everyone who's envious is going to be suffering. Jealousy is just an emotion. How someone handles it is their problem, not mine. So in the end, whether it's fortune or misfortune is up to the individual and their intentions. Ellie. Even yokai have hearts capable of jealousy. Frankly, I'm super jealous. Huh? You're pretty open about it. I mean, Yuka blows me off and spends all her time tending the flowers. What if I hit among the flowers? Could I get some alone time with her then? Hey, if you want to ruin your life that way, be my guest. It empower me nicely. I'm just a little flower. Fire the gun. A yokai of envy, huh? How are we supposed to deal with that? Aki, are there any useful Hashihime facts you could share with us? Let's see. They make their targets go mad with jealousy and feed off of their lives falling apart. I understand many humans fall prey to them since they're easy to talk to. Making people go mad with jealousy and ruining their lives? I think I read a what? From the Outside World novel like that once. Okay, we got words mixed up. All the romantic relationships got twisted up in knots and made things a big mess. Why do you sound like you got a kick out of it? Anyway, jealousy is an emotion that everyone has. If you can manipulate that, then we all need to be careful not to let her provoke us. Now you've done it. I'll show you. Ooh, I see you've got dolls with you. Perfect. Wow, you look happy. How so? Are you familiar with the Ushi no Toki Mairi? It's a curse ritual that uses a doll. You channel your jealousy into the doll and nail it into a tree. Shanghai. Don't worry, Shanghai. What I did was purely an experiment. I would never use you for that. Nothing for Yomu. Hard to tell what dictates what for this one, but whatever. The jealousy yokai. Remy told me to be careful around you. Heh heh heh. Caution doesn't do a thing against surging emotions. You have them too, right? Aren't you jealous of your family? Maybe I was back when only Remy got to go outside. But now she'll even take me with her all the way to the moon. The moon? You're exaggerating, right? We went to the moon. Nothing for mailing. Kane. Man, you make me jealous. What? Where did this come from? And how am I supposed to defend myself if you don't explain why? At least tell me if I touched a nerve or... Don't make me talk about your voluptuous figure. My figure? Damn, she's stacked. Oi, oi, oi. Green one. I'm a shrine maiden, same as Reimu, so I better pull as much weight in this fight as she does. Ah, you're conscious about someone else. Now there's an easy target. Come, think back. Think of all the things she can do that you can't. Doesn't it make you jealous? Okay, maybe I do feel that way sometimes. Reimu never lets anything constrain her, and she shines so brightly. Right, that's it. Why don't we nurture that feeling together? My eye hurts. I can't believe she has the power of jealousy. I better not try to hold a straight conversation with her. You may be putting up your guard, but I can tell you have a lot of seeds. Why only me? Why me at all? Why does she have it so much easier than me? Shut up! I needed an outlet to survive back then, okay? Will Rayson ever recover from her trauma? You came all the way down here just to be food in my stomach. How strange you humans are. Humans are creatures of angst. You never fail to find something to feel inferior or jealous over. Oh, sure, we're like that, but that's why we stick together so much. Just wanting things to be better won't make them that way. You gotta go out and swipe things for yourself. A human shrine maiden, huh? I'll be feasted on your envy. What envy? I don't have any. Oh, really now? Surely you've had something you wanted but couldn't have. Or someone you wished was there for you, but they weren't. Come on, you've gotta have something. Nope. You're being a pain, though, so prepare to be exterminated. I am immune to your propaganda. I can't believe a human would come to the Underworld. I see I'll be having my fill of jealousy and then some today. Unfortunately for you, I'm a head maid, hence I have no such feelings. Actually, serving staff are more likely to have pent-up jealousy. I make it a point to air any grievances I have instead. This way, doing it like this ensures the music gets to stay. Alright, now we go backwards with Yugi. So I don't know if characters have two dialogues, but I'm going to act under the assumption they might and do everyone. I am the vampire Remilius Scarlet, ruler of the night. A mere deva like you could never hope to oppose a true monarch. Hey, is it true vampires are a kind of oni? Excuse me, don't interrupt when I'm making a cool speech. But to answer your question, there was one time I burned myself when I picked up a freshly roasted bean. Yep, that counts as an Oni thing. Great, then I can expect some serious strength from you. Oh, you gave me the old spicy beans, Sakuya. How could you do that? Oh, you got me good with that one. I can't believe a yokai picked a fight with us for such a dumb reason. You don't like it? Well, that's humans for you. Don't be stupid. This would just be like when we play Danmaku with Suika. In the end, you're just some villager we're talking to and clues in the middle of the dungeon. We'll beat you and find out what you know. Bean burn. Oh. Well, no surprise if we didn't fight it in Oni. Then again, I'm already used to Suika, so whatever. Wait, you know Suika, right? Could you take her back? What do you mean? She's been staying at my shrine and freeloading. She's always drinking my alcohol or shooting Danmaku. Suika is staying with a human, so there's someone who can be that relaxed around her. Meaning you're no pushover yourself. Let's settle this. Can you take her back? You're the first Oni I've met other than Suika. Oh, so do you people get along with Suika? Sometimes she comes up to Yokai Mountain to drink with Lady Kaneko and Lady Suiko. She even tries to offer me drinks, but... So she's really living it up on the surface then. Kinda wanna hear more about that, but after the fight. Birdie bird. Yeah, so Reimu, Snai, and Marissa had double dialogue. So Moko definitely has dialogue with Yugi. One of the 4 Devas of the mountain. Couldn't ask for a better opponent. You look like a human at first glance, but I sense a strange power from you. Guess that's why you're so bold. My body's just a bit tougher than normal. Hit me with all you've got. I'm looking forward to seeing how far I can get against an Oni. You got guts. Sure, let's find out. Like plaster her against the wall. Not bad. Mailing will have dialogue. Oh, you got some pretty cool moves. It's Kenpo and Kikong. These techniques have 4,000 years of history in the motherland. Doesn't matter who or what I'm up against, my mind and techniques will triumph. That's what I like to hear. Show me those techniques of yours. Now I'm excited to see what wins a battle. Power or skill? Ah. Kick. You look human enough, but you're a yokai, aren't you? Yes, I came here with Reimu and the rest to investigate the incident. I never imagined I'd end up finding an Oni like you. Haha, no need to lose your nerve over a little thing like that. I know you surface yokai know how to lick human boots. Let's see what else you can do. Yomu. She looks relaxed, but I can sense an incredible power. It's not just brute strength either, there's something mysterious behind her. You may not believe this, but back on the surface I used to be called Yugi the Strong. It's been a while, but maybe I should go on a good old-fashioned tear. Okay. Are you whistling or mimicking the sound of the wind? Both. When I fight you, I can hear the whistle of the wilderness. At all times. Okay, I don't get it, but we can start, right? Seriously, Dad, I can beat you. Almost done. Oh, no dialogue from... Oh, wait. Sho had dialogue with Parse. So Suika obviously has dialogue. Lily probably doesn't. No, but Rumia should, because Rumia didn't have dialogue. If you think about it, living in the Underworld doesn't seem so bad. Wherever you go, it's pitch black. I don't even need to use my power. But what happens to you as a yokai if you have nothing to do? Good point. Okay, I don't like it so much here after all. You smell like a ruffian. Very, very easily convinced, this one, huh? A fight with Suika, huh? I've been itching for this. That makes 2 of us. It's been a while since we fought. You better still be in top form. No need to worry. The folks on the surface are pretty good, you know. What about you? Are you gonna disappoint me? In your dreams. Here's a reminder of the strength of an Oni, the strength of a Deva. Alright, now it's time to orchestrate. Sorry, you gotta keep this one short. Oh, there's probably dialogue, actually, for Yugi attacking, so I'd like to see that. We haven't got a lot of these, like, unique dialogues in battle. Yugi, it's been a while since we were at it. I just want to see the dialogue. Okay. Let's have ourselves a contest of strength, Suika. Alright. So, let's begin, I suppose. So, what do we want to do first? Do you have anything that would stop me from hitting you? You have Predict, which is accuracy and evasion. You have Instinct. You don't have any form of shield. You probably have Prevail, right? You have Oni. Of course you do. That's built-in Guard. That's built-in Ignore Size and Guard. And this is Prevail. So I would need... Okay, so I don't have to Fury here. I'm gonna hit her. I'm gonna goo her. So we're gonna Wrath. Oh, Mailing has Valor. Oh shit, yeah, we're gonna beat the fuck out of you. We're gonna Wrath. We're gonna Valor. 91 to 98. 91 to 98. $91. $91. Do I spend 20 SP to guarantee the 91? To guarantee. Wait, what if I do this? There you go. There you go. That works. Okay, it also works for Sakuya, but it's stronger for Remilia. So I can move Remilia next to her and get that benefit. So we're gonna move Remilia up here. Unfortunately, we can't get... I can't get Sakuya... Because it'll also increase her strength, right? But without Sakuya, I don't get the support attack follow-up, but it doesn't really matter. But I can attack Yugi. I can full power Yugi here, I think. But I don't want to do that yet because I think I'll wait for Mistia's next turns because I can power up Sakuya, right? And Sakuya also has Wrath. But we do have Valor. Ah, shit. So we have a really, really strong turn with Wrath and Valor being used. But I do want to move Remy preemptively. But I also don't want to layer up spell cards yet. Because Yugi has 2. And this one's a map attack. I'm just thinking what I want to do here. Because I want to use Mistia's... If I use Mistia's song, it'll affect Sakuya, right? And when Sakuya attacks, she has her follow-up, right? So I want Sakuya with the... Because Sakuya can Wrath, and then Remilia can Valor, and we get huge damage. But I do want to move Remilia up here preemptively because it increases the strength of Flandre. So it's better to do that. Unless the distance is enough to still work here. It is not. It has to be adjacent. It has to be adjacent. So Remy has to move. So I guess I'm just going to do a generic attack. I'm going to do a generic attack. Because she has 166 power anyway. It's a 50% chance to hit me. I could Sense Plus, which would actually give Sakuya... It would give Sakuya an alert in advance, but I'm going to have to Sense Plus again anyone? Well, I guess I don't because it's Yugi. So doing this now means no danger for Sakuya next turn. But it might get used up by... I don't think it's worth... I mean, I need it with Valor. And I don't have Fury with Vermilia. There's no way to get past the defense. I think it's probably fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We'll do that. I'm min-maxing my damage. Alright. Here comes the Super Ultra Dynamite Magnum Tackle. 90% is a high chance to hit, streamer. Yeah, and I've also missed them twice in a row in Pokemon, so I don't trust those things. I especially don't trust them when I have spilled most of my resources into the attack. If I miss, then that's not good. That's not good, mate. Alright. Ready? It's time for Ultimate Goo. Full power. Mailing, for the love of God. Fucking hit. Just hit. Not full power mode. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna kill her. We're gonna activate kill mode. Well, support attacks are inherently weaker. As much as I'd love to see the damage, I'm gonna ride that Ultra Headbutt. Full power, we're gonna fucking destroy you. We're gonna do 1 billion damage. 42% with Wrath up. Alright. Oh yes, it's game time. I'm ready. Are you ready? Goo activate. Go activate. Let's smash through the defense together. You're coming with me, Mailing. Time for some violence! Big damage coming your way. Alrighty, that did 8,447. And that's the health bar. Excuse me, why are you so strong? That did 16,000. 16,000. That hit me? God damn it. Guess they're taking this seriously. I turned Mailing off for defense, didn't I? Either that or I can only support, attack, or defend. Anyway, here comes Kane with the 1970 headbutt. From the top rope! Ah! Super disciplining attack. Good thing I didn't, like, Valor that. Now, the problem with this situation is that that's a map attack. Ugh, not only are they ganging up on us, but they're strong too. Surrounding us with superior numbers, you're all laughing at me and thinking you're hot stuff, aren't you? Not really. I'd heard the stories, but seeing her in person, wow, she really is annoying. If she gets upset, she'll be even more annoying. Alice, try to calm her down. What? Why is this my job? You know, I read in the paper recently that you were nailing a doll to a tree. I don't know what you're talking about, but if you want me to persuade her, then... Miss Mizuhashi, I do feel bad for intruding on your home with no warning, but what if this incident is also causing issues in the underworld? We're doing this for your sake as well. For our sake, you say. Ha, how kind you are, being on the surface, yet still taking the time to worry about the underworld. If only we could all be so kind. Where'd the music go? Come on, Blondie, you made her even more jealous. You got Yuka's favor, shouldn't you at least be able to negotiate properly? I don't think Yuka has anything to do with this. Yes, he does. Oh, you homewrecker, you. Wow, talk about insane jealousy. Is that Yokai's jealousy exerting some influence on her? Somehow I doubt it. That's it. Fight amongst yourselves. That's where the darkness takes root. There's a dark, ugly emotion that lurks within everyone. You just choose not to see it, and I can draw it out and let it empower me. There's nothing like jealousy to spur on a heart forever. Watch out, an unpleasant sound is rising. The swell of jealousy will become a green-eyed monster that devours the heart. Flee in the face of your inescapable feelings and let yourselves be torn apart. It's green. Where the fuck did the music go? You quitting? That was some great work. I should get some rest as well. Why, thanks for worrying about little old me. But this is where my real work begins. You know, pitching the Prison River Ensemble and increase our screen time. Look forward to our next scene, okay? Bye-bye. Alright, so yeah, she has a green-eyed monster. Which has that area of effect. Jealousy. Increases units' attack, defense, and accuracy based on her opponent's upgrades and EX levels. Okay. Zeal. Grant an extra action to unit. The unit must be in the front to benefit from this effect. Activate God mode. Alright, let's see what's going on here, shall we? Full power mode. You can try chromatic with full power mode. You're not restricted, which is actually kind of fucking insane. So, Fury will ignore your defenses. Zeal. So I could actually get it with Marissa, right? Because I can natural fantasy, which is actually weaker than Trichromatic Butterfly. By quite a significant margin. It's strong. Okay, 5,700 versus 4,800. So if Marissa uses it, it's stronger. But also, if I have Zeal active... I can move Reimu again afterwards. So if I Zeal in Fury... Zeal. And Marissa does not need to do anything with Valor. And activate her Danmaku power. Now, I don't have Misty as buff, mind you, but that doesn't really matter. We're gonna fucking explode now. Alright, here we go. Full power mode. Natural fantasy. 85 MP. Alright. I do... Fuze. I kind of wish I had Mistia, but... Like, everybody wants Mistia's 40% damage increase. And Mistia is only one gal. She can't do it all. But this should be fine. Okay, go. Go mode. Take Suika back. Take her home. I'm gonna crush you. My magic and Reimu's barriers. Oh, perfect timing, Marissa. I'll set it up. Give me a hand here. Help you? Who do you think I am? I'd rather finish them off myself. Marissa, let's finish them off all at once. This is Danmaku that only I can use. Wait, this got confusing. That's her after image. She left behind. Too bad for you that I was faster. I got in way more shots. Did 13,000 damage. And this is probably gonna kill her. Activate the light. That didn't kill her? Wow, I guess that's... I wonder if the Prevail activated retroactively there. Because that didn't do very much. I know she has Guard active, duh. But I wonder if the Prevail damage... Because Marissa had, well, no, Reimu had Fury. Rainbow had Fury activated, right? So she should have gotten through that. Which means, yeah, it just kind of didn't do that much damage, all things considered. Meanwhile, Marissa was like, 1 billion damage, please. What's the play? What's the play? What's the play? I can probably kill it with the ship. That's always fun. Well, let's do a trust right now to recover Flan. So you got Bless and Cheer, so we can gain. I don't think I need a lot here. I have Fury, right? So I can cut through. I can Sinking Anchor and I can cut through that. It's going to do 0.82 because of Prevail. Wait, Fury doesn't get through Prevail? Huh. Interesting. Does that do 2800? I'm sure it does. I guess I have Valor, but 0.82. That should do 2800, right? Okay. Rainbow has another action because of Zeal, so we will take use of that. We can switch her with Marissa, I guess. And Marissa can Valor again, and Big Spark. Okay. Now you've done it, I'll show you. Marissa, calm down. Power up at rising, we're ascending. Anchor, go. This better kill. Okay, it kills. Remember, the attack when the health bar always matches up to be nice and good. Oh, it didn't kill! Oh, never mind. I was off. It didn't kill at all. Ow, bitch! That hurt a lot. I guess I just don't have enough training. Even the sutras have a few misspellings. That did 5,000 fucking damage. Wow. That hurt a lot. Damn it. Oh, we're in fucking trouble! Trouble! Alright, I guess I'm gonna give this to Show. You can cast Luck. You're gonna do 86 damage. I promise. I didn't mean to do that. Are you leaving? Thanks for playing today. This is just a hunch, but I have a feeling they don't know who we are. Huh? There ain't no way. We've been in the game since the first chapter. We should introduce ourselves just in case. I am Sunny Milk! I can refract light and become invisible. I'm the best fairy there is at hide and seek. I am Luna Child. I can silence all sounds around me. I'm the ultimate fairy weapon at hide and seek. I'm Star Sapphire. I can detect the location of all living things. I'm the fairy who's forbidden to be it and hide and seek. Together we are the 3 fairies of light. That was totally cool. They'll definitely remember us now. See you soon, player. Thanks, stranger. I could never forget those 3 bozos. Alright, stab Suika, because of fucking apparently... apparently the ship couldn't do it. Wah! Chippy damage. Chippy damage. That's the spirit. Wouldn't be fun otherwise. That did not do damage. That did not fucking do damage. This bitch is sturdy. Excellent. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're staying on the offensive, but she's not budging an inch. But our blows landed. She shouldn't be unbeatable. That's the spirit. Looks like this will be a good brawl. So what do you think, Yugi? These girls are worth fighting, right? They're a lively bunch, too. They have fun with fights and parties. Parties? Wow, you're that comfortable around them. I'd be happy to have you at one, too, you know. I'm sure we get along with the humans up there these days. Me, getting along with humans. I've heard that the Oni left the surface because the humans exhausted their goodwill with cowardly tactics. But I'm sure something brought us together, if you ever happen to visit the surface. Ha ha ha, slow down there! I'm not like Suika. I couldn't care less about the surface. Really. Actually, I'm grateful to the Sage for laying out a non-interference pact. Thanks to that, this is Oni Paradise. We make our own rules and no one gets in our way. At this point, why should I have anything to do with the humans? So you're like Yamame and Kasume. You expect nothing from the surface at all. That goes to show how deep a gulf with both sides formed. Looks like there's a black sheik among the Oni who didn't give up on the humans, though. You're not wrong. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get back to the fight, huh? That got me pumped up like you wouldn't believe. I want to see what it took to get Suika's seal of approval. Will you be able to stand up to this torrent of strength beyond understanding? Unexplainable phenomenon. Evasion rate down, enemy weapon attack plus 500. Unexplainable phenomenon. So you can't actually do that from point blank range. Oh my god. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Possessed by the Phoenix? I'm gonna hurt this person. So now I know that Fury does not get through, yeah, Fury doesn't get through that. So we're gonna Valor. Bang, boom. Fury does, however, get through her guard. We already got Bullseye active. Alright. That's fine. Full power mode, 100, 100, 68. You are going to kill me if that hits, but I want that. I welcome that. Buva and Fuva. Fubu. Bufu? Fubu. Yes, I am ready to fight you. I'm okay with dying. Because I come back stronger. Time to show them our history. Grit your teeth and bear it. It's nice that Kane attacks first, I guess, but doesn't matter. Kane, let's make some Danmaku. We'll go in the history books. I'll show you my eternal flame. This isn't her coolest move, but it is her strongest. I'm kind of min-maxing my damage output right now. Because I need to kill them on the same turn. Which I'm overlaying Danmaku as a result. But Parsy's got a map attack, which is annoying. So I gotta really beat the shit out of Yugi. Parsi I'm not worried about. Because Parsi has no defense. But Yugi is tough because she's got Oni. Ra. Ra. Engulf everything in flame! Alright, we're half done. You're really something. I like you. Alright, show me you're more than just bark. Oh, shit. That almost killed me from Graze alone. But I did dodge it. I don't think Rumia is going to be that much of a difference. Also, I can't reach her anyway. Rumia can't reach her. I mean, I guess I can do this. Oh no, I can't. I legitimately can't reach her because I can't walk off the bridge. That works. Okay. I do 0 damage, and she does 4.51. Okay. She doesn't kill me with 4.5. But, man, this chick is fucked up in the head. We can't full power because Lily is not at maximum power. We can Fury. She's got maximum power too. Crash into her, 120. 35 for an unexplainable phenomenon. Wait, can you kill Lily with that? You can kill Lily with that. Alright, goodbye, Lily. Go, Lily, go! Fearless, just what I want to see. I want to see how strong you are, surface dwellers. You're just gonna stand around then. Boom! That's all I can do. She went boom! I thought there'd be more to that, but that's fine. Alright, it's time to fly, boys. It's time to fly. Ah! Pew! I know I'm weak, but there's still something I can do. All smiles. 175. I couldn't ask for more, Lily. A sneaky surprise attack from the Dark Depths. Bang, bang, bang. That was awesome. $65.05. About to see the drive and ambition of an Oni. Can't wait to get this over with. Okay, I have a couple units left here. Yomu's gonna slash her. You'll kill me if that hits me. I don't like that, so I don't want you to hit me. But it pierces. Guaranteed crit. Is that gonna do 6,200? I don't know. So let's just play. Let's play safe and smart. We're not gonna full power because I don't think that's a good idea. At 6,000. I have some more moves, but I need to do as much as I can. Okay. That should be fine. Time to swing. This next technique will decide the fight. Concentrate on defeating the enemy. Calm Paco style secret sword art. 6 realm sword, a single thought across countless countless. Alright, please do 4,000. It's guaranteed to crit, and it gets through her defense stuff, I guess. I will cut through to every truth. That's the spirit. Wouldn't be fun otherwise. 36,000 now. Excelente. Well, I like what I see. I was expecting pure brute strength from her, but she's using some pretty bizarre techniques, huh? If vampires are considered a type of Oni, of course she'd be capable of that much. Come on, you girls are in fine shape. Why don't you show Yugi the power of the surface? Sounds like you really like these surface folks, Suika. You plan on spending the rest of your life up there. Yeah, I did miss you girls, but the surface is where I feel the most at home. You probably didn't know this, but humans these days are way more fun. Wow, you haven't given up on relations with humans at all, huh? I mean, isn't that how it was supposed to be in the first place? I want to find out for sure whether there's more places for Oni than just the Underworld. Suika. So she refuses to let her possibilities be constrained and insists on stepping outside. I mean, it's not like anything's stopping the Oni here from doing the same thing. They're not trapped in, so why choose the boring life of staying indoors? What, you're saying our lives are boring? Aren't they? People on the surface are continuing to change. The humans you know back then aren't the humans of today. Yet still, without even trying to know them, you're satisfied shutting yourselves up in this cave. With that attitude, you'll never discover the charms of the surface that Suika's talking about. Are you tag teaming with Suika to lecture me? Ha ha ha! That's hilarious! You're right, I've never met anyone like you before. You know what? Consider my interest piqued. Now I want to talk with you girls. And is that a fact? Well, chatting happens to be right in my wheelhouse. No, I mean talking with my fist. Take a look at this, the 4 Devas Arcanum. A knockout in 3 steps. Auto, Bullseye, and Fury. Damage taken minus 60% from RNG attacks. Which is really bad because I was going to use Marissa here. Fuck. I was going to use Marissa there. I guess I can move her in range of that because I want to hit her with a Valor. Does Fury only work for 1 attack? I swear I used it, right? I definitely used it, but I can use it again? Where'd it go? I don't know. I can hit a Blazing Star. It doesn't say only 1 attack, though. Okay, knockout in 3 steps is going to kill Marissa. Well, actually, I want to see that kill me first, so... That's the wrong character. I want to see that kill me. Death from above. Bang. That was your attack. I'm gonna let loose a bit if you don't mind. Ready, set, boom! Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3! I'm going back to the moon. I'm getting sloppy. I went back to the moon. Why did I need to fly a rocket ship? I got sent there express. Express delivery. Alright, Valor. Alert. And I guess we can Fury just to get around it. We can Blazing Star for 1.47. Yeah, that works. Auto Bullseye and Fury, but Bullseye is overwritten by Alert. So as long as we'll figure out what's going on here when my turn ends, because I can't kill Yugi this turn. I can't. I just can't. Come on, do your magic thing after this. Mini Hakuno and Star Magic time. Full throttle. Blink and you'll miss it. Fly through them. Combust in the stardust, if you would. You're really something. I like you. Marissa always doing big ass fucking damage. This one's pretty cool though. Ooh. Ooh. Kinda good. Miracle. I can cast another miracle. Sanai has enough. I can cast another miracle right fucking now. I can do it. It's allowed. The game says I can do it. Full power mode. 100. Oh no! That's not good. That's not a big number. This is why you use a bomb, asshole. Okay, that's fine. It's alright. It's okay, it's alright. It's alright. We'll just hit her next time with the same thing. Go, go, go! This much faith I can handle this. This wavelength is perfect. I may be a refugee from the moon. But if I can use something, I'll use it. I'll never miss. Invisible full moon fire! It's time for the climax. I'll envelop myself in this wind. Lend me your aid, Lady Kanako. Here we go. Jump! Oh! Oh! That's okay. Higher, faster. Was that it? Yeah, apparently so. I don't have any units available to bomb to get out of the Danmaku situation. But I have another turn of doing that anyway, so it's not a big deal. Living God level 3. Hey, that's good. Grants 2 faith gauge. Ooh, nice. Player, damage taken. A damage taken. What? Huh? Full power Akyu. I mean, I guess I can hit her, right? She's gonna hurt me. Alright, Aku, get in there. I forgot to click the scan button, you fool! You absolute fucking buffoon! What were you thinking? Alright. I'll do that next turn. I'm gonna let Suika kill Yugi. For Parsi, I don't know what I'm gonna do because hitting her is proven to be difficult. Boom. I like the air running. Looks like it barely missed me. I think about the movie, the Punisher movie, where the Punisher punches a guy so hard in the face, his face caves in. Alright, so we're about to get hit by a map attack, so what I need to do is make sure that nobody is going to accidentally die. You are the only one I'm really afraid of. But I think you're fine. I think you're fine. I'll do this just in case. But you're probably fine. Alright. Green-eyed monster. Oh, it hit Yugi. I have 4,000 to her. God damn it. If that kills me, I come back stronger. Yeah, that's fine. It'd be nice if Moko had counter for situations like this. I don't have a way to get out of this, by the way. Like, why can't Kane support defend? Wait, what? Why can't she support defend? Is it because Fury ignores it? Probably, right? Fury gets around support defend. That's why she can't do it. But yeah, this is the kind of situation where it'd be nice to have counter so I could at least attack first. But I'm okay with Moko exploding. I am 100% okay with her exploding. Pew. Alright, Moko, time to go to the moon. Ah. Ouch. That hurt. What the? One, two, three. And she came back. Alright, so here's the planogram, boys. Here's the planogram. Ready? Bomb. Alright. So. We're gonna beat the shit out of Parsi with Sakuya. That's what we're gonna do. So first, Valor. And Midnight Chorus Master on Sakuya. This will increase Sakuya's damage output and it will apply to her support attack. I wonder if it's worth getting the skill that increases the damage of the support attack at this point. I'd have to look at her skill sheet, I suppose, but I wonder if that's actually better. Because I don't know how much it increases it by, but if I just make it so the support attack is effectively stronger than the main attack, especially with something like this, I can get a lot of damage off of Sakuya. Because that will affect the support attack. Let me see. So Sakuya has blocking level 2. She's got pattern type, which activates counter, which I don't necessarily care about. P-defeat, which is very good. Diligence, which I do want to get to level 2, because activation rate for defense. But yeah, if I have the one that makes it so support attacks are stronger, then Time Paradox would be even better. And I think I could realistically get rid of Pattern Type because I don't need to go first if I'm investing into her defenses, right? But I do want Diligence as well. It might not happen. I might not be able to get all of it because there's only so many things left. It's got Elegance. It recovers 10 SP when defeated an enemy. You know what? I don't think I paid attention to that, ever. I don't think I paid any attention to that. Okay, so Sakuya can Wrath. Is that for one attack or a turn? For one turn, so the support attack will be affected by it. And you are going to Valor. And I guess you can Sense Plus. And I can Chain just in case something goes kind of crazy, right? Sakuya's World into Red Knight's Castle. And Yomu, go away. I don't need your help, Yomu. I have Sakuya's help. Sakuya's World into Sakuya's World. I should probably make sure I have enough. Okay. You think this will kill her? Do you think this is 2,600 damage? We're gonna find out. Alright, we're gonna find out. Her jealousy active is not there anymore because she's not. I bombed her out of it. The Lord of the Night's magic. Heart's Mistress can also grasp my world now. Hiya. Alright. Does Sakuya plus Sakuya do 16,000 damage? Remilia did 10,000. Both of these have to do 8,000 minimum. Let's find out. Okay, I think Sakuya has just killed her. She might live just barely, or she dies. You need to try harder than that. That also means that if Sakuya kills her, Chain activates, so Sakuya gets another turn. Not that it's necessary, but it's still something that I can get away with. Bye-bye. She's dead. That did 10,000 as well. I just did 30,000 damage in one turn. Holy fuck, dude. Ugh. Woo, got her. Did we go a little overboard? Sorry, did we hurt you? You can afford to worry about your opponent right after you beat her? That makes me so jealous. She even gets jealous of fairies. She's really committed to the bit. That's enough, Parsi. Leave the rest to me. What, you're saying I just get in your way? No, I just don't want you any more beat up than you already are. Hell, I'm the one who dragged you into this mess. Oh, so you realize basic facts. A bit late for that, don't you think? But if you insist, I'll withdraw. Wow, she actually left when asked. We're lucky she didn't stick around. Parsi is a truly fearsome power. All that's left is Yugi. Stay sharp, everyone. Okay, so now I know that kills, so I'm going to do that again. But now what I want to know, I'm going to bless because I'm a cheese lord. I want to know what happens if you kill Yugi first. Parsi's not going to run, but Parsi is obviously the easier target of the two. So I'm going to kill Yugi first. Let's see, what's the best way to knock her down? I'm considering my options here. I'm considering them. Give me a second to consider my options, please. Miracle. I'm gonna come slap her. I can Miracle again. I can't Fury anymore. You can Fury. You can also Triumph. Alright, go over there and slap her, please. We'll fire the Rainbow Beam. You want to fire the Rainbow Beam together? Ooh, that looks like damage. We can't full power mode, but... This will guarantee a crit for a Yomu. Is that for the next attack or for the turn? Next attack. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna slap her. I'm gonna slap her. I'm gonna set her up for... I'm gonna set her up for so you could kill her. If Yugi dies first, it ends the stage. Does it? Why would it? I mean, that would make the most sense, but this isn't gonna kill her. I want to see what the dialogue is. I can always just restart anyway. I know that even without crits, like, we're gonna kill Parsi with Sakuya. Bang. Okay, she's at 8,000. And Yomu's gonna come in from the top rope with the steel chair. One, two, three. It's getting pretty tough. I didn't use my faith, but whatever. I still have Alice in Yomu's full power mode. But I think realistically I just attack with That's good. All spectral skill. Set the minimum range of unit's weapon to 1. Oh. Really? That's... okay. I mean, I do like the activation rate up for after image, but that's pretty cool. That gives her a lot of possibilities. Okay, let's see. I forgot to scan again, jackass, but we'll scan you just for safety. And we'll scan Suika. Or we'll scan Yugi. So you don't have anything, like, substantial. You have Fury. So do you. You also have Luck. So we can double our points. And we can cheer. Lily can cheer from the boat. And Kozuzu can cheer from the boat. Alright, so I want to see what's going on here. I'm pretty sure Yugi combination kills here. She's so happy! Wait, Aku looks ready to go. Wait a second. Aku kind of looks ready to go. Been itching for this. That makes 2 of us. It's been a while since we fought. You better still be in top form. No need to worry. The folks on the surface are pretty good. What about you? You gonna disappoint me? I don't have the size up ability. I have the one that increases her her accuracy and evasion. Even if I did, Yugi has built-in ignore size, so I wouldn't get any bonuses for using it. The brush. 1993. Crushy. She's dead. Alright, I admit, you beat me. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. She got Valor. Nicely done. Ah, Yugi! We did it. We overcame a special move with one of the 4 Devas. You're pretty good! Not that I doubted you, of course. I take it you've approved of us, then. Since we beat you, that means we're all 4 Devas, too, right? Don't get cocky. Take a look at Yugi's sake dish. You mean the one she's holding? What about it? I'm not handing it over just because you beat me. I was just keeping this for a post-workout refreshment. Wait, she was holding that up during the whole fight without spilling any? Oh ho! That would let you uphold your pride no matter who you fight. Very tasteful. I gotta hand it to all of you. You really made that fight fun. So since we won, could you answer some questions about the incident for us? Of course. Oni never lie. think you said something about something happening on the surface. That's right, we're looking for some vengeful spirits that have been gushing forth from the underworld. Wait, vengeful spirits? Goodness gracious, we finally get down to brass tacks. Let's take a moment to gather below and discuss the next move. Oh, that does clear the stage. Okay. Alright, so you're ready to go. Yeah, you're ready to go, which means Shakuya is also ready to go. We're gonna do this. Full power mode. Let's do it. Slice her up. Slice her up. The damage difference from Soul Sculpture shouldn't matter. Whee! Scam will increase the damage ever so slightly. I did this for the song. Yeah. I did even more because it crit. Go die in a fire or something. Parsley! What the fuck? Saguya! Freeze! This one here. That one there. And that's that. What a greedy bunch. Good, good. We got her. Alright, she's down. She actually left when asked. All that's left is Yugi. Stay sharp. Alright. Time to beat her down. Go, Suika, go! Pow, pow, pow! Win, win, win! Time for a good old-fashioned Oni battle. I'll paint you a sketch with my Danmaku. Here's my favorite part of any party. Here we go! Massive. Whee! Downzo. Yes. Bonus condition fulfilled. Nicely done. We did it. We overcame a special move of one of the 4 Devas. You're pretty good. Not that I doubted you. Take it you've approved of us then. Since we beat you, we're the 4 Devas. Okay. There we go. Objective done. 68 saves. Underworld. I wonder if those surface dwellers are still fighting. Can't believe they could keep up with Yugi like that. They're way stronger than I expected. Phew, nothing like feeling of fighting your heart out. Didn't the Hashihime head down this way before? Oh, there she is now. What, did you come here to see how beat up I was so you could bask in your own superiority? What? No. Actually, we were worried that we might have overdone it. I could spare a few bandages or a little salve if you need it. Just stop. I don't need your lip service. I'm sure you just think of me as a pain in the ass. No. Don't worry about her. She really is kind of a pain in the ass. Excuse me, Yugi. Didn't you drag me into that fight? But despite that, as soon as the battle started, you got lost in the fight and just ignored me. Sorry, my bad. That's just how skilled these surface humans were. But I'm glad you got a chance to get in a solid fight for once. Yep, I can't even remember the last time my blood boiled like that. I never knew you surface folk had it in you to fight like that. Hearing that from you makes me feel very accomplished. That was one fun festival. Why don't we do it again sometime? If you ever come to the surface, we'll save a seat for you at our parties. Thanks for the invitation, but I really am an Underworld Oni at heart. I can't just leave like that. But I do kind of want to know more about the surface now. I guess you were right, little lady. I'm pleased to hear it. I used to be the same way until recently, locking myself at my mansion. You stayed in a mansion. Yes, I thought I knew all there was to know about the terrestrial realm just by gazing outside. But some charms only become apparent in person. So you're saying holing up underground is just like locking yourself indoors? Never thought of it like that. I like it. I'll swing by your place for drinks sometime. You'd be more than welcome to. From what I've seen from you so far, I'm sure you can hold your liquor. Well, Princess, you have no idea what hard drinkers Onis are. Careful, Yugi. My gut's telling me this lady's bad news. Sorry to interrupt, but may we have a word with you, Yugi Hoshiguma? Tell us what you can about the incident, if you would. Yukari Yakumo, huh? Sure, I'll tell you everything I know. In fact, I should apologize. It's my bad not hearing you out at first. It doesn't bother me. I'm well aware of the propensities of the Oni. So, you were talking about vengeful spirits coming up in the Underworld. Yeah, and they've been bubbling up from geysers along with hot spring water. So, we thought we'd drop by the Palace of the Earth Spirits where they manage all that stuff. Makes sense. I mean, it's their job. So let's cut to the chase. Do you have any idea what could be causing this? Like, has anything strange happened at the Palace of the Earth Spirits? Nothing comes to mind. They're pretty quiet over there. Their master Satori never even sets foot outside. Got nothing either. Pretty much all I've heard from Yugi's visits was something about some dispute with the younger one. The younger one? Would that be Satori's younger sister, Koichi Komeiji? Oh, yeah, that. But that's none of you girls' business. I'd like to hear it regardless. The Komeiji sisters are of personal interest to me. Why not tell them? It's not like Satori was hiding it. She said it outright, didn't she? I guess so, yeah. And this might end up having something to do with the surface, too. Koichi used to have the same mind-reading power as Satori. But I hear she sealed her own power away at some point. Wait, really? She sealed her own power? Yeah, and in exchange, she got the power of the unconscious. When she uses that, other people lose track of her and she goes wherever she wants with no one noticing. The flip side is that sometimes she doesn't know what she's doing either. So that's what Koichi's been dealing with. Now that you mention it, she was popping in and out all over the place back when we met. Maybe she wasn't in conscious control of herself when she came to the surface. Wait, she actually went up as far as the surface? It's something I've been aware of. I won't be raising it as an issue. Maybe that's why the residents of the palace have been behaving so oddly. Until a little while ago, they used to get along so well, I was jealous, but I haven't seen the sisters together recently. Thank you, this was the most enlightening conversation. Sure thing, let us know if something happens. We better get a move on, more spirits might be coming out as we speak. You're right, if only there was a shortcut we could take. If you're in a hurry, you could take the back street straight past the bridge. They're a bit cramped, but it should take you straight to the Palace of Earth Spirits without running into any yokai. Understood. Thanks for your cooperation. Okay, everybody, get ready to embark. Guess I'll be heading out, too. See you on the surface, Yugi. Hold up a sec, Suika. What's up? You know, all those surface people are pretty decent. You're never right, so I'm glad to know you're living it up. Whoa, where'd this come from? I never knew you were the worrying type. Well, you always had a thing for humans. I was afraid you'd get betrayed again or something. Don't take your bonds with those people for granted. Yeah, I won't. It'd be great if we could just stay like this. But you're coming to the surface next time, right? Well, I'll welcome you, you know, not just Kaguya. You betcha. I already promised, didn't I? Hey, Seika, stop dawdling and get moving. I'm coming, jeez. And there she goes. Seeing an old friend really is a great feeling. Yeah, and it seemed like she was doing just fine. Still, this whole mess with the spirits, it was sloppy of me not to notice something happening down here. I can only hope they're capable of resolving this themselves. Wait, don't tell me you're worried about some incident on the surface. Well, yeah, obviously we expect the surface dwellers to uphold their end of the agreement. But it's a different story when we can't clean up our own messes. Geez, you do have to declare that so boldly? Way to make me jealous. But I agree, I don't want to owe these surface dwellers anything. You think so too, huh? Maybe we should pay the Palace of the Earth Spirits a visit of our own. How about letting us in on that too? I know you two. Oh shit, the gang is forming in the background. Look at that. The gang. Oh shit. I got units. I got room for units. Onisake connoisseur. Broken Moon. Daisetsuzantas. Well, I don't know what that means. Ba-dum bum bum. Party God and Party Oni. Senior yokai. Vanishers. Sound sleepers. Spirited away. La 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 la. Waterproof camera. Mountain veterans. Time to chillax. Hina. Sunny. The boss has spoken. Unclouded sake. A drinker's life. Grandpa's cough syrup. What? What? What do you mean, Grandpa? Okay. Alright, well I have 6.5 cost. I really like my layout of units, though. Rumi is fine on her own, and she has Lily for support options. Reimu and Marissa together can do a fuckload of damage, and I'm fine with them doing damage together. Although, honestly, Marissa's damage would be better suited for someone like Flandre, but Flandre, the important part about Flandre is mailing in the back to protect her on her turns with Scarlet Dragon. Yomu and Alice go well enough together that I'm okay with that. You, I'm going to switch. I think that decreases it by 15, which is pretty good. I'm going to give you Meddler because that benefits with that. You guys are good. Chains of Fate is really helpful. I haven't really needed it yet because Yugi wasn't evasive, but I'm pretty sure the next guys are going to be pretty evasive. So Chains of Fate's going to be helpful. Movement +2 is always fine. Increasing the starting power at 20 is great for short maps. These two I'm pretty fine with as well. I think these two go well together. I think Raisin is perfectly... Like, Raisin's good because Raisin can attack and then move and then can get... Like, she can make progress. And Sanai has the ability to follow up as well from range, but, like, they complement each other well enough. Ellie doesn't see a lot of action nowadays, but she's doing a good job. She's doing a good job defending Mystia. And Nazarin has been out of the game for a little bit. I'd like to put her back in because of Rat Bite. But I have room. I have room for a couple more units. I got a 4.5. You're 3.0. Is Chen 2? Chen is 2. I was wondering about that. Ron is a 3. Ron can be a good unit if you give her a lot of PP, but I have not been using her, so that won't be happening. I can bring Akyu with one of my 3.5s. Either Yuko to Rally Cheese or Yukari to... Well, Yukari kind of enables the Rally Cheese as well. You know what? Given the range... Their team name is Early Grave. Really? They should have a team name. Yeah. Okay. This should be fine, I think. Because Akyu's range is 1 to 7, and, like, it doesn't really matter considering how the support attacks work. But, like, Yuko works from a distance anyway. So this works. This actually uses up pretty well, and I can bring Yuko in for rallying. But I think I might want to give her an item to enable her a little more. Because I don't think I need the T on her. I think I can actually give the T. I'm missing an SP regen item, which probably comes later. So yeah, the red T will give me 50, and Sanai doesn't really need that because she starts with the extra 100. So I can actually free her up, and I can give you this. I wonder... let me see. Doubles the recovery effects. Does that... So that would make the T... that might actually be better. Yuko's not going to be in the action so much. So I can make the T heal 100. And so she can rally multiple times. I'm curious how that works. It should work the way I think it does. But let me see. We'll just see. Okay, Remilia's got the umbrella. You got the umbrella. You got that to increase your usages, which is very helpful. I like Sakuya's item layout. I don't think Alice needs a grimoire. I don't think she needs a grimoire. I don't. What does she want instead? Concert tickets. I got something earlier. I don't know. Oh, right. I got Oni horns, so I can give somebody more defense. Not her, though. Raisin has this, right? No, Misty has that. Another auto hint. I can take the auto. I can double up her crit percent. But she has a skill that guarantees crit, is the thing. So, auto hint is more of a convenience for enemies. It's no longer a necessity. Night Train doesn't matter. I took Rumia's thing off. Rat Tail's a very weak item. What do I give her? What do I give her? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I give Alice. Yeah, these are all characters that are being used. Admittedly, Nazarin doesn't really need the cattail because, like, Nazarin's a backpack. Nazarin doesn't need stats like that. Because I don't think Alice needs... I don't think Alice needs the, I don't even remember what she was holding. I've already forgot, right, the grimoire. She doesn't need the grimoire because, like, I don't use... I'm fine on MP. And I don't need auto hint. I don't think I need auto hint because, like I said, her crit rate's high and her critting is great, but she has Triumph, which means I can guarantee a crit when I attack the important bosses. So I think a better alternative to that is just giving her the ability to regen. Because regenning the SP is better because I'm going to want to do it anyway. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it. There's less thought that goes into critting with the auto hint, but I'm going to Triumph anyway, so I might as well recover my SP to allow me to do other things. Nazarin, yeah, Nazarin wants accuracy, but the thing about that is, and this is a very important distinction, that was Yorihime. Yorihime may as well have been impossible to hit without Bullseye, so it did not actually matter. So we can increase her accuracy. We can. We can make it so she's pretty much guaranteed. I guess crit for her is fine. Like I said, she doesn't need mobility because she's gonna be a backpack. So oh, okay, I gotta give Sanai something as well. Sanai doesn't really need a grimoire? Not really, no. She doesn't really need a grimoire because she can burn her SP, but I'm not using that much of it. This doesn't matter because she's fine. HP, MP, and ammo. That doesn't matter either. I guess an SP regen isn't bad, but to be honest, I'm not sure. I guess I'll just give her a rat tail. It's pretty underwhelming. Let's take a look at my defenses. I think Sho still has a nail. You guys have fangs. Rumia's got the other set of horns. You gotta, so yeah, everybody has a fang, I think, except Sho. Oh, you know what? And I'm gonna take Hina's, or Patchouli, I guess. Lily's got a lot of SP items. Where did she go? Where did you go, green one? There you are. I'm gonna give you the movement one because, like, I like you being able to move, and it seems better than 10 mobility. You have one of my Why do you have that? Yeah, Sho still has a set of nails. So I'll give her the Oni horns. Because Sho actually does have decent mobility. So giving her movement and some mobility is helpful. And what about Ellie? Ellie has 2 nails? Okay, Ellie. Ellie, you are fucking, like, actually a champion. And okay, so this is a really good item that I've just left on Suika this whole goddamn time. That is passive regen healing and 500 defense. That has to go to somebody I actually care about. Suika's not using that. She's not. That's got to go to my most important defender. I'm moving with her. I wonder if mailing's better. 1,000. This is only HP regen, so maybe that's better on someone else. I mean, it's a fine item. Maybe it's not as so good that I get rid of something else for it. Mogo doesn't need it. Sanai doesn't care about it. I guess Sho could care about it. You don't care about it. Ellie doesn't really care about it. I think Ellie's fine. Ellie's doing perfectly fine with what she's got. I don't think I need it. I don't think it's as good an... I mean, it's obviously a good item, but I don't think it's an item that's worth exchanging here for anything because I have healing sorted, and 500 max HP plus 10% regen each turn is not better than just flat out healing, right? Marissa still has a fucking cookie, which I forgot to eat. There's gotta be a better item to give her. Like, genuinely, there's gotta be a better item to give her than a cookie. But I don't know. I guess a full MP recovery for one time is pretty good, considering how much I like to burn her MP. But the cookie just gives me Fury for maximizing damage, because Marissa's ass does not Fury. The Triumph is lost because I Valor. I don't know. Maybe the cookie's fine. Maybe the cookie's fine after all. Maybe we leave it alone. Okay. Sort by PP. Let me see what's going on in here. Alice is 388. I think I can finally give her Belief level 2, but is there anything else I wanted for her? That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't have anything that makes crit damage do more. I could give her a movement skill. I don't need P evade. I don't need P evade because I have P defeat. This does not matter anymore. But what do I swap it with? Ammo save? I don't think Alice hurts on ammo. I think she's fine. Ignore size, long distance doesn't matter because I'm not going to be in positions where I need them. Predict for accuracy and evasion would be helpful considering Alice only has focus. Alice only has focus. She does not have she doesn't have bullseye or well, she has alert, doesn't she? Yeah, she has alert, but she doesn't have bullseye. She only has focus. It's Fury and Triumph. But that's a lot of PP to spend just for a little extra hitting, right? Her accuracy is still good. I don't think it's a bad one because I want the insurance from Bullseye. I don't think that's bad. I think I am gonna get that. I still got 240, so I can save for something else. Movement is unnecessary. Support skills are unnecessary. I think that's fine for now. The ship. I'm still kind of waiting on what I want to do with Marasa here. Because I'm not really sure what I want to do yet with her. You. The fuck did I want on you? Was there something important I was going to get on you? Not diligence. Not extend. Although extend 20% of 200 is not that much. 40 SP, but I don't think that's worth it. SP up barely matters. What did I want on you? I don't remember. Support defend? No. 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 I'm looking. Sanaya's fine with damage. I guess I can just upgrade belief. Why not? Give her belief level 2. I don't know what I want to give her for her last skill. No. Yeah. Lily has support attack for some reason. Lily is gonna get support defense because she is a hero. And I'll get SP level 3 up. I don't know where you got all this fucking SP from. But, alright Lily, there you go. You're a hero. Mogo has break power limit and P defeat. She doesn't have anything related to distance that matters. No, nothing related to distance. So I think this is one of those situations where I just want to give her power. Because she has bullseye. So I just want to increase her raw strength because she is a damage dealer. So we're going to put belief on her. Okay. Rumia has morale, prevail. Support defense 1, which could be upgraded decently. P damage, which is not necessary. Guard, which I would like. Ignore size and break power limit. So I'm kind of like multitasking her here, huh? Mia cannot block. Guard level 2 would be very helpful. I think we're saving for guard level 2. Although increasing her damage would be kind of funny. I don't know. I think we're gonna increase her damage because I want to increase her damage. Alright, Kane has break power limit, meddler, P defeat, support defense level 2, belief, prevail, support attack, blocking. That's for defense. So she doesn't have guard. Wow, she does not have guard. Is parry necessary? I don't know if parry is necessary, to be honest with you. Prevail is the high level. Belief is kind of unnecessary, but I like it. I wonder if parry reduces all damage to 0 for certain attacks, but I don't know. I feel like the attacks that would even be parryable don't matter. So maybe guard is just... Maybe we just put guard on there. It's always... We can always swap it back. Ramilia has belief. Ignore size. You can have movement. You're in the back. Ramilia's in the back. She's got P defeat, break power limit. Predict doesn't matter because she has sense. Diligence doesn't really matter. Ignore distance doesn't matter. MP save doesn't matter either. Ammo save maybe, but I think I don't use her that much that I'm going to worry about that. So I think all I'm going to do is increase belief. And I'll worry about that later. Goo, on the other hand... I don't know what I want on her. Well, I mean, I guess I want the one that increases her damage. That's the one I want. So we'll do that. Belief, mailing has... She's fine. Somebody didn't have break power limit that I wanted to get break power limit on, and I don't remember who that was. Right, you still have this, but we're going underground, so yokai, right? So we're gonna increase your damage with that. Ellie's okay. Looks good to me. Yeah, so I wanted diligence on you, but now I'm wondering if enhanced assist is... I mean, it's a huge investment is all. Pattern type doesn't matter to me. Pattern type doesn't matter, but at the same time, is enhanced assist stronger than the... Is enhanced assist stronger than just the belief boost? I don't know. Who can say? Who can say? Alright, looks fine to me. We're ready for next time. Library, 59%. Unlock 50% of the glossary. Suspend conversations. Scenario chart. Spell card table. Unlock 50% of the fancy music room. Chronicle. Aha! Archivos. Look at that. Room Mia number 2. 2 Mia. Alright. Menuing and shit is done. I didn't change stats, but I don't think it matters right now. I'm still holding out on points to upgrade Rumia to max. And after that, I'll figure out what I'm doing. But there you go, chat. It took 3 hours for 1 chapter. Yep. 3 hours, 1 chapter, 2 bosses, 15-ish enemies. Isn't that cool? Isn't that exciting? How many chapters are left in the game? Probably 20. There's still a whole game after this one, chat. Still a whole game. We're never getting out of this one.